In this morning's Health Watch, the shelf life of food. Now, we've talked a lot this week about vitamins and supplements. 2 new studies point out to the risks in taking them.
So we've also been looking at the importance of getting a lot of your vitamins and your nutrients from the food that you eat. It's important to know, though, that the food in your pantry and your refrigerator can actually lose its nutritional value over time, even if it doesn't have an expiration date. So here to help us keep those nutrients in our diets is registered dietitian Keri Glassman, who's also a contributing editor to Women's Health magazine. Always nice to have you here with us.
Nice to be here.
So things that we probably don't think about, we'll start off first. You know, fruits and vegetables we know have a shelf life. We'll get to that. But say your olive oil, that box of tea in your cupboard, those expire technically.
You are correct. Olive oil is one thing that I always say do not buy in bulk. Olive oil, we know, is loaded with antioxidants that we know are important for heart health, and they're super powerful nutrients. But after about 6 months, you're going to lose about 40% of those antioxidants. Wow. Tea as well, you want to store in a dark place in a sealed container, because after about 6 months, all of those powerful antioxidants lose about 32% of their power.
I need to clean out my cupboards.
You got to stay focused on that, because it's true, especially tea. People leave tea for years.
Yeah.
Well, even the olive oil, that surprises me.
6 months is not a very long period of time.
I know I've got a
And olive oil also, you want to buy it in a stainless steel container or a dark colored glass. That will also help preserve the nutrients.
So this clear glass that we have here is not ideal.
Not ideal.
Sorry, Philip.
Oh, our bad. All right, let's talk about some fresh fruits and vegetables right now. Some of the nutritional value is depleted before you even get it home.
Exactly. So you don't even have control over that, but there are things to think about. 2 main factors. One is ripeness. There are certain produce, like these peaches and apples, that actually they reach their peak ripeness after they've been harvested. So they need to be harvested early to make sure that then when they hit, your fridge or your table, you're getting the maximum amount of nutrition. Others get the most amount of vitamin C and reach their peak ripeness on their host plant, things like the berries and the grapes. So you want to make sure, talk to your produce guy. Ask them, when were these delivered to the store? Find out about that. And also handling. If you didn't want to eat that bruised apple when you were younger, you were not necessarily wrong. Bruising, mechanical harvesting can affect the nutrient value.
I like that. I don't like a bruised apple. Frozen fruits and vegetables, we talk a lot about if you can't get fresh ones or during the winter, this is a great alternative. So do they hold on to their nutrients and their vitamins?
Absolutely. I love frozen fruits and vegetables because they are actually picked at peak ripeness, and then they're flash frozen. So they can actually have even more nutrients than some of the fresh fruits and vegetables you may be buying. And then canned often gets a bad rap. However, also picked at peak ripeness. The one thing you have to worry about with canned, though, is it may have added salt and sugar. So I do prefer the frozen over the canned.
Okay, or just buy without added salt or sugar.
Exactly. Look for those varieties.
Always read your labels, correct?
Exactly.
Especially with some fruits here, some of the nutritional value, I guess, it's a little bit off when the fruit is cut, correct?
Exactly. So you want to keep your fruit whole in the fridge, so keep it cool, and then keep it whole until you're ready to eat it. We see that this is turning brown. It's not just that it looks unappealing, it actually means it's oxidizing and you're losing a little bit of the nutritional value. Also, don't overcook your fruits and vegetables. That will also deplete the nutrients.
Plus, it's also a better deal to buy your fruits whole than to, say, buy cut up melon. It's going to be less expensive to do it that way.
Absolutely.
And better for you.
Yep.
Who knew?
But most important, we got to get our fruits and vegetables in.
Yeah.
We just got to get them in.
Well,
we're not eating enough of them.
Keri,
When
nice
hungry,
to see you. Thank you.
Default, fresh fruits,
We're going to have a snack.